Sometimes it's really hard to live life the way God expects you to live or God wants you to live without just like snapping and just doing the wrong thing at the wrong time. This morning was rough, like my mom's cat was meowing in the middle of the night. I mean, he meows all the time in the middle of the night and it annoys me, but it didn't annoy me as bad as it did today. And then my dogs were making noise, and that happens all the time too, but it didn't annoy me as bad as it did today. And this morning I woke up, and instead of sitting here watching TV with my mom, I just got dressed, and my mom was like, "Where are you going?" And I was like, "I need to go for a drive. I need to get out of here. I need to go." So I went and I sat by Kitsap Lake, which is this really nice lake right by my house. And I was sitting there, and I was just sitting there reading the Bible and praying and drinking my coffee. And, I just wanted a place where I could just go and just be peaceful and just have like a reset time, just have some time to myself that I could just hit the reset button and pray and, like I said, read my Bible and stuff. And right about 5 or 10 minutes after starting to read my Bible, this girl pulls up in a 4Runner right next to me, and she's blasting her country music. And I've told you guys, I love country music, but I was not trying to hear that this morning. I was trying to just, read the Bible and talk to God and figure out how I can start my day off on a better foot, on better terms. And the last thing I wanted to hear is this girl rolling up right next to me, blasting country music so loud that I couldn't even concentrate as I was reading. I tried to ignore it, and I tried to just keep reading the Bible, and I just couldn't. I had to finally just close the Bible, and it took every ounce of me not to just do something unchristian-like, like get out of my car and start yelling at her or blast my music up, and be like, "Oh, I'm gonna, I'll show you." It just took every ounce of me to just sit there and just be calm and just enjoy the view and just drink my coffee and just enjoy the moment. I have this book that I got from Joel, and I use it every day. It's called Pray It Forward. I'll show it to you. It's called Pray It Forward, and it's filled with a whole bunch of prayers. I'll show you guys. Let me flip the camera around. But it's filled with a whole bunch of, hang on. See, it's filled with a whole bunch of prayers that you could do, everything that, you would face throughout your day. So like, come on, camera, focus. This is hard to do with one hand. Maybe I'll do it like this. No, that's not. Anyway, but it's filled with all these different things. Like you could see, like patience. I got to put my glasses on because I can't even see that. Patience, hope, freedom. Like all these different prayers, that things that you are going to struggle with, in your life or throughout your day and stuff like that, and, hang on, I'm trying to turn back one page. Right there. So this is where it starts at. And it's, so some of these I say every day, like without missing a beat, faith, joy, strength, faithfulness, growth, gratitude, stuff like that. A lot of these I say every day, numerous times a day, because I struggle in those things, and some of them I say, once a week or whatever, but I just sat there and I just tried to, when that girl pulled up, I was like about to lose it. And I was just like, man, I just came here for some peace. The last thing I want to hear is you bumping your freaking country music at 6:30 in the morning, when I'm just trying to sit here, read my Bible and pray. And it took every ounce of me not to like freak out on this girl and curse her out or just do something unchristian like. And that's what I mean when I said sometimes it's just really hard to live a life that God wants you to live. Like, comment below. Do you guys struggle with this? Like, do you guys ever have moments where you just want to like lash out and just, let the old you take over and just like, like comment below, because I would really love to read your guys' comments and see, if we're all struggling with the same thing or what, maybe if there's something you're struggling with, maybe we can share comments or, give each other ideas or something, because this is something that it's just like, man, it's making today really, really hard. I think what I'm gonna do is my mom was working. She uses my car when she goes to work, and she called me up and she said that she was feeling sick, so she's gonna come home early. So I just showered and I just got done showering and getting dressed and everything. So I think I'm just gonna use the car and just go to work, and I don't know. I just need to be alone with God right now. And, like work for me, for normal people, work may not be a stress-free area to be in, but for me, it's one of my places of peace when, because I could put on my, my music, I have like my Pandora faith-based channel, and I have my Spotify playlist that's all just everything from like Elevation Rhythm to Lecrae to Jen Wilson. I mean, like the list goes on and on and on and on and on and on. I mean, like I can't think of any of the names right now because my brain is having a brain fart, but like I love listening to my Christian music. It just really helps me get through all of the BS that the day just throws at you, and I'm just in my car, nobody's around, it's just me and God and my music, and it is super peaceful for me. What's up, you guys? So I am on my way to work. Well, not on my way to work. I am working right now. I'm leaving the house right now. I'm about to start work. Can't get my brain together. So this day has just been like a rough day, man. Like, I don't know what it is, but, that book that I was showing you guys, like, I bring that book to work with me because, like, every time I feel like I need patience, I'll look up the patience prayer and say it. Or anytime I need gratitude, I'll look up the gratitude prayer and say it, and that book actually really helps. Like, there's been times where I've just been in a funky mood, and I'll start reading that thing, and sometimes I'll be in such a funky mood that usually I say like 3 or 4 of them to get my day started. Some days I'll wake up on the wrong side of the bed. I don't have to say like 8 or 10 of those things, but by the time I'm done, like I'll just keep on saying them until I don't feel whatever it is going on inside me anymore. Like if I'm ticked off over something, I'll just keep on reading those prayers until I don't feel upset anymore, and it works, so I brought the book with me today, because just in case something happens and I need, a certain prayer, I'll have it, so, I don't know what it is. I don't know if I think it's maybe my lack of sleep, maybe, because man, I have not been sleeping good lately. I don't know why I'm not sleeping good. Like, I go to bed, I try to go to bed at around 10 o'clock, and then I usually wake up at like 4 or 5, like without an alarm. My body just wakes me up, but lately, like what's been like the past couple days, I'll go to bed at 10, my body will wake me up at 2, and then I'll toss and turn in my bed for like an hour, hour and a half, and then I'll fall back asleep for another hour, hour and a half, and then my body wakes me up, and then it's like 5 o'clock, and then I cannot go back to sleep at 5 o'clock. Like, I'm wide awake at that point. So I need to find something to, like, I need to find out what that rattling is in my car. That's really annoying. But I need to find something over the counter or something like that that will keep me asleep for the whole time. So I like making these videos while I'm working and while I'm driving and stuff like that. But I just tried to figure out what that noise is back there. I don't know if you guys can hear it in the video. It's like a rattling noise. but I just tried to figure out what that was, and it's something inside the back, like inside my hatchback, and it's nothing I can get to. It's literally behind the hard plastic, you know, in the thingy, the trunk, whatever that's called, the hatch. It's something inside there that's rattling around. So I don't know what it is. I may have to just do these videos when I'm sitting still or when I'm not driving on a rough road. Like now the road is a little bit smoother and it's not so bad. Plus I'm coming to a stop. But yeah, it's something back there. And I went back there and I was, you know, I paused the video and climbed back there to see what it was. And of course it didn't do it while I was back there. So I kind of revved the car up a little bit, and then I listened for it, and I heard it come from the inside of the hatch panel. So I don't know what it is, something back there rattling. So anyway, that's super annoying. But I'm gonna go to Winco and get myself a sandwich because I'm hungry, and then I'll continue this video. So tell me, what do you guys do when you guys are struggling to live your best life? You know, I mean, like, as Christians, you know, we all have to live and need to live a certain way. But when life is throwing you curveballs one right after the other, how do you keep your composure as a Christian? How do you keep from completely wigging out on somebody, you know, and just like flipping out? How do you keep from, ooh, that's a nice truck. It's a big truck. How do you keep from freaking out on people? Like I said, comment below and let me know your secrets, because maybe we could trade secrets and maybe we can stop each other from wigging out, you know, and letting Satan have the best of his way with us, you know. Dang, guy, I rebuke you in the name of Jesus Christ. All right, I am here. Don't steal my parking spot, guy. I am here, and I am going to go in and get myself a sandwich because I'm hungry. All right, I'll be right back. Okay, so I pulled up really quick before I get out of the car, and I saw this. I don't know if you can see it, but see that mask in that car? I saw that looking right back at me when I pulled up, and I was like, what the heck? It's just a mask. All right, I'll be right back. See, it's already working. Sitting here listening to The Most Beautiful Color by for King and Country, and sitting here jamming away. And that's what I love about being in my car by myself with God and my music, because the music will put me back into a good mood. So yeah, I mean, not that I was in a bad mood. I wasn't in a bad mood. I was just in a funk, you know, like I woke up, like I said, with my cats and dogs making all this noise, and it just like rubbed me the wrong way and put me on the wrong side of the bed. And then I went and tried to sit by the lake, and then the girl was bumping her country music, and then I was just like, starting my day off really irritable, you know. And it just takes a couple songs, you know, from Elevation Rhythm and for King and Country. And I said earlier Jen Wilson, but my brain had farted. I was talking about Ann Wilson. So, but yeah, but all it takes is just a couple good artists to just get me like right back into a good mood again, you know, like feeling joy and gratitude and just all that stuff, you know, and just reminding me that when I feel frustrated or when I'm feeling in a bad mood or whatever, to start looking at what I'm grateful for. Like, look at all the things that I have in my life that are positive and that other people don't have, and just all that stuff. And that stuff, that right there, that thought process will just change things immediately, almost immediately. So, all right, I'm gonna keep listening to some King of Country, and I'll come back in a little while and we'll keep talking. Speaking of music, the other day my mom and I watched the 2026 K-Love Music Awards on YouTube. Dude, I love that. Like, one of these days I am going to go and be in the audience of the K-Love Music Awards, because, like, man, that is like all my favorite artists. Like, I just love all the music that Caleb plays. Like, everybody on there. I just love all their music. Their music is so inspiring and uplifting and just puts me in a good mood and just gets me through the toughest times of my days and all that stuff. So, I mean, like, all those artists, Brandon Lake, Zach Williams, like, Josiah Queen, like, Lecrae. I mean, there's so many more. There's like a million more that I'm not naming that I just can't think of off the top of my head. But, you know, like Leanna Crawford, like there's so many good artists that like I just would love to go and be just in the audience there and just experience that whole thing. Like, it was so cool. Like, me and my mom watched it, and, you know, like certain parts of it, you know, get you all emotional but in a good way. And like, man, I just love like that Christian music, man. Like, it's good. It's good. All right. It's kind of slow today. Like, my mom even said that it was kind of slow, but it's kind of slow today. Like, I don't know. I used to work days, like from 7 in the morning until 1 in the afternoon, and then my mom would go out and work dinner rush. But we switched, so now she works in the mornings. What are you doing? She works in the mornings, and I usually go out from like 2 to 8 and do the dinner rush. But today she was feeling sick, and today I'm taking my car into Honda at 6 o'clock to go get the oil changed. So it worked out perfectly. Since she's not feeling good, you know, she came home, allows me to go out and DoorDash, and then at 6 o'clock I got to stop and go get the oil changed. And by the time the oil change is done, it's going to be like 7:30. So I'll just probably call it a day and go home after that. But yeah, everything worked out perfectly. So, because my car is like it's like 427 miles over the point of needing to get an oil change. And this is the furthest that I've ever let it go. Like, I take really good care of my car. I try to, at least. Being a DoorDash driver, it's hard because I put so many miles on my car. I bought this car in 2020 with just under 10,000 miles on it. And now, 2026, June of 2026, it has 195,481 I on it. That's a lot of miles to put on a car. It's just DoorDash, man. DoorDash, like, it just robs your car. Oh, I got a delivery. It's been a minute since the last video clip. I've been DoorDashing my butt off today. And you know what's weird is I'm really not going to tell you guys what's going on as far as it's been a really bad day. Like, it's been a really bad day. Like, some crap happened, and I'm not going to get into it because I'm just not trying to put people on blast like that. But some stuff happened, and I'm not happy about it. And I really, really should be in a really bad mood. I should be, like, really ticked off, and I should be having an attitude right now, especially because the DoorDash that I picked up right before this one was like, oh, it's going to be a 20-minute wait because we have to make the potatoes. They're frozen, and they're usually not frozen, but they're frozen, so we have to. And I was like, that's cool. They gave me a free thingy, and I just been eating that thing, and I got the order, delivered it already, and now I'm on to the next one. But I was just thinking about it when I was at the red light right now, and I was like, man, you know what? I should be really, really, excuse my language, but I should be really pissed off right now from, like, things that happened earlier today. But you know what? It's really weird. I'm not angry, like, at all. Like, I might have been in the moment for like 5 minutes, but I just started thinking about all the things that I'm grateful for. Like, I'm grateful that my car is working. I'm grateful that I got a job. I'm grateful that, you know, I got clothes on my back, heat in my car. Like, I'm not homeless, you know, and like, and I think all the Bible reading and all the praying and everything that I've been doing every day, I think that has given me some kind of peace right now, because like I said, I should be fuming right now, but I'm not. I am just at peace right now. And I think it's because I just know that God's got me. You know, like, it's a financial issue that's going on, you know, money involved, and I should be really upset, but I'm not. And I think it's just because I know that God's got me. God knows what my bills are. God knows that I'm late on some of the bills, and he knows what's going on, and he's not gonna let me fail. You know, he sees me trying, and then he sees what happened right now. He knows what's going on, and he sees that I'm just trying to do my best to stay positive and have a good mindset and not lash out at people and just be positive. And I think that's why I have this very weird peace over me right now. Okay, I gotta go get this DoorDash order real quick. I'll be right back. So, yeah, I don't know. Like, I guess, you know, I'm good. I'll just, I'll figure out what's going on with all this money stuff tomorrow. But, 'cause tomorrow's payday. But other than that, you know, I can only do what I can do, and I'm not going to stress about it, because me stressing over it isn't going to do anything about it. It's not going to make money just appear in my lap, and it's not going to, you know, make certain things happen. It's not going to make certain things unhappen that happen, you know. I mean, all that stuff already happened, so, I mean, there's nothing I could do about it. So being mad or upset isn't going to change anything. So starting an argument with certain people isn't going to change anything. So, you know, what can I do? I mean, I can't really do nothing, so I'm not going to do nothing. I'm just going to do the best that I can with what I got, and know in my faith that God's got me. Like, he's got me. That's all I could say. So, yeah, like, man, it's weird. I got this weird peace just over me like a blanket, and I should be so ticked off, but I'm not. All right, I gotta run into 7-Eleven and grab this other order real quick. I'll be right back. So yeah, you know, like, things could be worse. You know, I suppose. You know, things could be worse. I could be like these people over here that just got into an accident. But I'm not. Things could be worse. Whoops, sorry about the hand in your face. Things could be worse, but they're not. I just got to look at the big picture and see that I still have my vehicle, I still have a job, I have my health, I have a roof over my head, I have food in my refrigerator, I got clothes on my body, I got heat at the house. My voice cracked right there. Yeah, I got gas in my gas tank. You know, money in my pocket. So things could be worse. You know, so they're not, and I'm grateful for that. So maybe that's where this peace is coming from. You know, because in the heat of the moment, instead of looking at all the bad things that are going on in my life, and instead of pointing the finger and trying to blame other people and causing fights and starting mischief and just whatever, I'm looking at all the things that I have instead of all the things that I don't have. You know, and like I said, whatever happened today, there's nothing that I can do to undo it. Nothing. I can't do anything to undo it. It's already done. So I just roll with the punches, I guess. Keep on dashing. Go do my oil change at 6 o'clock. And then I got news from my mechanic. My other CV axle for the passenger side of my car has come in today at his shop. So after my oil change, I'm going to take my Honda down to his shop, which is about a block away from my house, and drop my car off there. And then he knows that he knows that I use the car to DoorDash. So he promised me that he will, well, he didn't promise me, but he told me that he'll get it fixed as fast as possible. Obviously not today. I'm going to drop it off and drop the keys in their night slot. And then, you know, first thing tomorrow or sometime tomorrow, I'm sure he'll start fixing it. So, you know, that's cool. At least after that, I'll have 2 brand new CV axles on my car. Okay, I gotta reactivate my maps because I'm about to get lost here. So I was thinking about it when I was making this delivery. I guess what I'm trying to do is, like it says in the Bible, that, you know, God's not going to give you bigger responsibilities until he knows that you can handle the little responsibilities. And that includes, like, things that go wrong, you know. If you can't handle the little things that go wrong, you're not going to handle big things, like the bigger things in life, you know. And I want the bigger things in life, you know. I've had the small things in life my whole life. I want the bigger things in life. But he's not going to give me those bigger things unless he knows that I can handle these small things. So I guess that's another reason why I'm not letting myself get upset. You know, I prayed to give me strength to handle this, and I prayed to give me the wisdom to not let myself get upset, and I prayed to give me the strength to prevent myself from getting upset and lashing out and putting the blame and blah, 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 all this stuff, you know. I prayed for all these things, and he gave me all these things because that's what he does, you know. Like, my faith in God is so strong, and my faith gets stronger and stronger and stronger. And the stronger my faith gets, the better, because then, you know, when I ask for something from God, I get it, you know. And not every single thing, you know. Some things I ask for and I don't get, because it's not because he doesn't want to give it to me. It's because he's trying to shape and mold me into the person that can handle these bigger things. So, and I understand that. So, you know, if he doesn't give me something, I know it's not because he's like, haha, you're not going to get it. It's because he's like, you know what, Coy, you're not ready for that right now. You know, let me help you. Let me shape you and mold you and help prepare you and get you ready for that. That way later down the road, when you're ready to handle it, and I know that you're ready, I'll give it to you. And not a second late, not a day late. As soon as I'm ready, boom, he'll give me it. So, whoa. So, you know, yeah, you know, he's just trying to make me into a better person, that's all. And I realize that, you know, so I'm not going to be mad about the little things. I'm just going to let them go right over my head, you know. And that's so weird, because that is so not like me. Like, usually things go wrong and I just find every reason to just get ticked off and argue and escalate things and just, you know, rah, 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 rah. And for once in my life, like, I don't have the urge to do any of that stuff. I don't have the urge to argue. I don't have the urge to start things, like escalate things. I don't have the urge to get smart or pop off or run my mouth or anything. I just want to keep just working, doing my thing, and just handling my responsibilities, you know? And that's it. And whatever else comes my way, God will help me conquer it all. So, yep, that's all I got to say about that. Yeah, so I'm gonna keep on dashing. I gotta stop soon because it is 5 till 5, and I gotta have my car over to Honda at 6. So I'm gonna stop dashing here soon so I can kind of clean up my car a little bit before I take it to Honda. I don't want to take it to Honda with DoorDash bags all over the place and cup holders all over the place and everything. So I want to clean it up a little bit before I drop it off. And then my mom is going to pick me up at the dealership, so I don't have to sit there and wait for an hour and a half for them to do my oil change. And then when she picks me up, then I'll just drive the car straight down to my mechanic and drop the car off there with him and then wait for his call. And then once I pick the car up, my car is going to be back in tip-top shape again. Both CV axles are going to be brand new, and that's the only problem I got right now with my car. So my driver's side's already fixed. My passenger side will be fixed, and my car will be in tip-top shape again. Thank God. So, what street is this? I gotta. All right, let me let y'all go, and I'll continue this in a minute or 5. I just passed another accident. See, I have a lot of things to be grateful for. In this rain, people are getting in accidents left and right, and I'm blessed that I'm not in an accident. You know, I still have my car and it's in good shape. So that's another thing to be thankful for, because that was like the second accident that I passed in the past 10 minutes. And yeah, I'm really thankful that I'm not in an accident right now. Here's that accident I was talking about earlier, you guys. See, I'm so lucky and I'm so blessed that I'm not in an accident right now. Man, I hope God blesses these people. I gotta pay attention to this cop right now. I don't want to do anything wrong and then accidentally run him over. Thank you. Oh, there's the other vehicle. Okay, man, look at that. There's another vehicle. That's another vehicle that was in the accident. Alright, I gotta go get this order. Alright, you guys. This is definitely gonna have to be my last order because I didn't think it was gonna be that far. And after I picked up the order and I saw where it was going, I was like, oh man, that's all the way on the other side of town. Like, and I gotta get to Honda here soon. So this is definitely gonna have to be my last order. I'm gonna have to scoot it over there, but not too fast, because I'm not trying to get into an accident. But yeah, this will definitely have to be my last order, because now I got to drive all the way to the other side of town. It said it was only 4 miles away, and they lied, because that's way more than 4 miles away. Where I'm going is way, way, way more than 4 miles. But I'm gonna go, because I already got to order my car. I have to go now. But yeah, this is way longer than 4 miles, so I got to go there, and then I got to come all the way back, because Honda is like another 3 miles back that way. And I got to go clear on the other side of town this way now. So, but I ain't going to get upset. I ain't going to get upset. At least I got a job. At least I'm making money right now. I could be like those folks back there and be in a bad car accident, blocking traffic, and all their personal belongings are all over the road, and all, yeah, man, that sucks, man. And then there's this guy right here I just passed. He broke down on the side of the road. Like, see, like, a lot of things to be grateful for. So, but I'm going to go ahead and just turn this camera off for a minute. I will finish this video later. I got to really concentrate on the road and concentrate on any shortcuts that I might be able to take to shorten this up a little bit. And I can't be doing that and talking to you guys at the same time. So I'm going to have to stop this camera for a little bit, and I will continue this in a little while. All right, you guys, it's going to be close, man. It is 5:25. I got to be there at 6:30. I still got to stop and get gas. Luckily, there's a gas station right here on this corner. So I'm going to stop and get gas. I got to fold up my bags, put all my bags away. And while I'm getting gas, I'll clean up my car a little bit. Since I'm going to fill it up, it'll take about 5 minutes to fill it up. So give me about 5 minutes to rearrange everything, get everything cleaned up, my car, and then hit the road. Go ahead. And hopefully I will be there by 6 o'clock. And yeah. Man, that last order took forever because of traffic. Also, it's raining and traffic. So, and there's accidents and just rush hour traffic. Ah, man, I hate cutting it close like this. But luckily, there's nobody at the gas station, so I'm gonna go ahead and whip it in here really quick. Go get some freaking gas. Go fill up. I'll be back with you guys in just a second. Whoo, that was fast. All right, I got a filled up tank. Now I'm on my way. Ooh, no traffic, thank you. All right, now on my way to Honda. It is exactly 5:30 on the button. I got 30 minutes to get there. Car's already cleaned up, gassed up. I'll get there. It's not going to take me 30 minutes to get there. It ain't that far. I'll probably get there by quarter till with traffic and everything, so I'm good. I'm not in any hurry. Not now. Not now that I know that I'm going to make it there with no problems. So, yep. Anyway, I should probably end this video. I don't know how long this video is. I've been sitting here recording little segments all day throughout my door dashing and stuff. So I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. Comment below how you guys handle your stress. You know, like, how do you guys handle it? Do you guys pray about it? Do you guys lash out about it and then regret it later? What do you do? Comment below and let me know. And if you subscribe, comment below and just say I subbed. That's it. I just want to know who's subbed and who's not subbed and all that stuff. So yeah, if you comment or if you sub, just say I subbed. And yeah. And until next time, I love you guys and I will see you in the next video. All right? Peace out. All right. Look at that. There is Honda pulling in, and the time is, look at that, 5:45. Well, now it's 5:46 or 47 because I spent a couple minutes fighting with the camera. Anyway,